Armed Civilian VA, what up? Thank you for checking out my video. As always, if this is your first time checking out my channel, thank you so much. Please consider subscribing. We have a lot of fun over here. If you're back again, thank you. Good to see you back. So I brought you all here again today because the good folks over at MidTen have sent me the green laser bore sighter in 223-556 caliber, and they asked me to review it. So if you've been considering zeroing your rifle and you haven't had a chance to get around to it, or you just know it's going to cost you a fortune in ammunition to try to get that new red dot of yours zeroed, this is going to be a good option for you. Let me explain to you why. When I got my DB15 and I put my red dot on there, I was shooting all over the place. Bullets were going everywhere. They weren't going where I needed them to go. And I had to find some sort of way to get this red dot where I wanted it to go. And when I did pick up something similar on Amazon, mine was a red laser, and it was a little bit more flimsy. Well, it got the job done. I'll tell you that much. But boy, I wish I did have this MidTen one, because the green laser on this one is really strong, really bright. This thing comes with 12 batteries, because if you're zeroing a rifle, you know, you could be doing it for 30, 40 minutes, and one set of batteries is gonna burn out. Anyway, getting that rifle scope zeroed, the easiest way, for me anyway, I found it to be this bore sighter. And so MidTen wants me to check this out for you guys, because maybe you're watching this video right now and you got a red dot on your scope and you're not hitting nothing. And this is really the easiest way, without having to spend all that money on ammunition, without any kind of wildly expensive product. This MidTen laser bore sighter is the way to go. On Amazon right now, they have it priced at about $27, so it's very affordable. Certainly less expensive than a box of ammunition, and you're probably going to need 2 boxes of ammunition, really, and to be honest. So we're going to get into the video right now, but what do you think of this shirt? Huh? Shirt kind of nice, right? With the OD green. My friends over at Gadsden and Culpeper have given me a code to give you guys to check out their website. GadsdenandCulpeper.com is the website, and the discount code, I will pin that and the website in the description below, so that you guys can check out this Second Amendment apparel website. They have shirts like this, all different kind of good shirts, Second Amendment hats, pins, shirts. Check them out. I will have the discount code in the description below. Make sure you tell them Armed Civilian VA sent them in the comments in the checkout section, and get you some fly Second Amendment apparel. All right, Armed Civilian VA, we'll be back with the video. All right, so in front of us right now, we have the Diamondback DB15, and this is a 5.56 caliber rifle. And of course, if it is a 5.56 caliber rifle, it can shoot 223s. And this is decorated with the CV Life one-time red dot, as well as the CV Life bipod. Everything else is Magpul. Magpul, Magpul, Magpul. And in the midnight bronze color, I really like this. Obviously, we are clear. We are clear. And we are going to use the bore sighter. So when you put a scope on a rifle or a red dot on a rifle, the hardest part is getting it to shoot where you want it to shoot. When I picked up this rifle, like most of you guys, my rifle came completely bare. It didn't have nothing, none of this at all. And so you kind of have to add to it. Generally, the first thing people put on are the iron sights, right? And those are good, but those also sometimes need to be adjusted. After the iron sights, after you get proficient with those, most people move right to the RedDot, which is what I did here. And if you've been watching my videos long enough, you know that I used to have the longer CV life scope with the more of a adjustment. This is basically straight up a one-time magnification. It's pretty much for shorter range target shooting. But either way, it needs to be zeroed, and that is where this product comes in. Now, this is a 223-556 laser bore sighter from a company called MidTen. They are very easily found on Amazon. MidTen has a lot of products. If you've been looking for any kind of outdoor hunting products, shooting products, you may have seen the name MidTen. And so what makes this the best option, this MidTen laser bore sighter, is one, for the practicality of it, okay? I'm going to show you how this gets put together right now. But basically, when you have a RedDot, you have to zero it. And that can be a difficult task, as I'm trying to get this open here. That could be a difficult task, okay? You have to go to the range. You got to spend a whole bunch of bullets. You got to spend the money for those bullets. So it becomes quite a process. It indeed becomes quite a process. So what do we do then? Well, you look on the internet for a better option. What is a better option? And to me, when I was looking to get this thing red dotted, I went ahead and bought my site. Now, MidTen was nice enough to send me one of these for me to review, so that you guys can have an idea of how it works and how well it works. This one here actually comes with 12 batteries. Each set of 3 is what it takes to illuminate this guy. So this comes with 12 batteries, which is very nice of them. Because if you're out there and you're zeroing your product, your rifle, what have you, you could be out there for quite some time. And this is kind of cool too. Look, you can hang that on the wall, and you can use that as your target, if you will. Look at this, 2 packs of 6 batteries. So that's 12 in total. So before you get going, the first thing you want to do here is obviously open the package, read the instructions. Don't shoot it in your little brother's eye. Don't aim it at airplanes, that kind of stuff. But then you're going to go ahead and take this up out of the package. And we're going to get that out of the way for now. We're going to get the knife out of the way for now. And this is in the shape of a .223 caliber rifle round, right? And the idea behind this is that I'm gonna show you how to do it, but it goes inside of here. It would go in your chamber, and it would go into your barrel. And when the laser shoots out, it'll come out the other end of the barrel. And you will be able to then see where that barrel is pointed and where, in theory, that bullet should travel. So when you're zeroing your red dot at that point, you're going to use 2 eyes. You're going to open your scope, and you're going to look through here with both eyes open, one eye through here, the other eye downrange. And you're basically going to make the windage and the elevation adjustments and bring those together. Bring those so that, in this case, this is a green laser. And you're going to bring that so that the red dot on your scope will come in line with the in this case, green dot that is coming up out of your barrel. All right. And I like the fact that it's a green laser. In my experience, the green lasers tend to be a little bit more stronger and they tend to shoot a little bit more further, and they are more pronounced in the daytime. So as opposed to the red ones. The red ones are not that strong. So let's get a couple batteries in here, and then I'll show you how it works. Okay, so we dropped 3 of the batteries into the bore sighter, and now we're going to seal it up. All right, we're going to seal that up. And there's your green dot right there. And here's the little markings on there. I don't know if you can see it, but it does say 223, which obviously would be a 556, so you're not confused with anything else. And at this point, I'm actually going to use this as a pointer. Why not? Look at this. Hey! So, so as you can see, I moved the bolt carrier action back. All right. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to let gravity do the work here. Now, you want to put this on a table or something, because if you don't get it right the first time, this will have a tendency to fall out and onto the floor. So if you're standing, it's going to fall to the floor. And although this is a pretty well made, you don't want to drop it. So we're going to use gravity in this particular situation. So the bolt carrier is open. So we're going to tilt this forward a little, and you're going to look right down into the chamber. Like that. You see what I'm saying? That's why you put it on a table. So we're going to let gravity do the work there. I'm going to give it a little assistance. And now it is in the chamber. Now, the one thing you don't want to do is let this bolt just go flying forward, because you're going to destroy the bore sighter. So you're going to go ahead and just unlock it from its position, and you're going to walk it closed. You're going to walk it closed. And now your laser is in the chamber, and you're gonna sight your red dot. Okay, the MidTen green laser bore sighter is within the chamber. The laser is emitting from the barrel, and basically all you do now is you turn on your scope. You get in. So in theory, the process goes like this. Now with both eyes open, I can see that green laser through my scope. So basically at that point, all I have to do is activate my scope's red dot, and I can make the adjustments to the windage and to the elevation until the green dot and the dot on my laser then come together, right? And now you have a zeroed scope. You then take it to the range, and you just make minor adjustments accordingly if you're that interested in getting it spot on. This rifle here is primarily for home defense, target shooting. So I'm not really that much concerned with 50, 60 yards down the line. I'm more concerned with the 5 to 25 yard. So if that's kind of the setup you're trying to do, you could do that in your backyard. You could certainly go to the range. You could do it in your basement if your basement is big enough, and you'll be able to get that at least pretty close. Get it close to zero, and then you make the final adjustments at the range. Because this laser is green, like I said, I think the green shows up a lot stronger and a lot more predominant than the red lasers. So in the daytime, if you did want to go out beyond 50 yards to 100 yards for a longer distance sighting, that green laser is certainly going to help you much more than the red, I believe. And the green laser certainly is stronger. It's more pronounced. And yeah. So if you're looking to zero your scope with less of a headache and less of the cost than spending all that money on ammunition to get it zeroed, your best bet is the MidTen green laser bore sighter, which you can find on Amazon. The company's name is MidTen. They got a lot of other stuff on that website as well. MidTen is pretty predominant, omnipresent on Amazon. They sell a lot of outdoor hunting equipment. merchandise and stuff like that, including this bore sighter. So for the money, I would say go ahead and pick one up. This one is for a 223, 5.56. They have all different kind of calibers, even handgun ones as well.